Sunshine FM, and that was our Mac Tracks for tonight. We started off there with the Clutterbillies, into Sierra Cecil, and finished it off there with Chancey Williams. Again, you're going to hear a lot more of our Mac Tracks over our Christmas break as well. Now, here's something that the Big D, you know what, he doesn't know. I'm talking about the song He Doesn't Know by Bridget O'Shaughnessy.
Fill it in a thimble, Tracy.
Bridget, thanks for joining us. Now, you must be getting that a lot when people are talking about your song, you know, when they go, oh, he doesn't know.
Actually, yeah, that's quite the thing that happens a lot around my house and whenever anybody talks about my song.
Well, before we actually get into talking about this particular new single release, we want to know, you have done so much in the last 12 months. Can you fill us in and fill our listeners in what Bridget O'Shaughnessy has been up to and where she has been?
It's actually insane to think about how much has happened over this past 12 months. I started off the year in grade 12, just like brand new to the whole thing, and I've been doing some gigs here and there, and then suddenly we were all planning a trip to Nashville, which is my country music Disneyland, and that was in April, and I met so many great people. I played in different venues every night in Nashville. I went to a really great workshop and seminar with NSAI, National Songwriters Association International. I was shortlisted for their songwriting competition, which is crazy. I was a little 16-year-old Australian girl on a sea of proper singer-songwriters. Straight after that, we flew to Vancouver to play in a fashion show for Jeff Garner. It was Vancouver Eco Fashion Week, and I played at a little pub there, and that was lots of fun. Lots of new experiences, and then I was playing at the Eka. I got to sing the national anthem every night in the big arena. I got to play to double the amount of people that Boondall holds, so that was about 60,000 people,
yeah,
which was insane. I have met so many people, and I got to go to London Fashion Week and play on Jeff Garner's catwalk again. I accidentally met Jimmy Choo.
How did you accidentally meet Jimmy Choo?
Okay, well, that's quite the story. I was following Jeff Garner, the designer I was playing for, around London Fashion Week. One of my friends had designed my dress, and she had worked with Jeff in Sydney and Brisbane the year before. I was following him around, going to a few fashion shows, and we went to like a really cool exclusive after party, and it was really cool. And I was quite the Cinderella. I had 30,000 pounds worth of jewellery put on me. It was just insane. Jeff, and he goes, we're going to go and have dinner with this guy at his restaurant. I was like, okay, cool, that's great. He's Malaysian, and sometimes he doesn't speak, his English isn't that great. So when that starts happening, Bridget, can you swoop in? And I'm bred to talk. I'm just a chatter, as you can tell right now. So I sat next to this guy who I knew at the time was Jimmy, who works in shoes. And so I was chatting away with him about the musicals around London and all that stuff. He got me to sing Jolene for his Instagram. I was like, this is great. I'm having a great time. He loved my dress. Didn't know that my shoes were from Target, but that's besides the point. And then we were getting photos, and my phone was out of storage. And so I was just like, oh, that's okay. Jeff, you send me a photo, we'll be great. It's all good. And then once we were meeting with the band afterwards, Jeff turns to me and goes, Bridget, do you know who we had dinner with just then? I was like, yeah, sure I do. Jimmy, who works in shoes. We had dinner at his restaurant, right? And he's like, but do you know which Jimmy? And I was like, and then he said, Jimmy had given me his business card at the time, and I looked at it and went, oh, that's a familiar name. And then Jeff goes, Bridget, just look at his business card one more time and take a glance at it. And Jimmy Choo. Oh, where have I heard that before? As in, oh, that's funny, like the shoe brand. That's really cool. And Jeff goes, Bridget, that's Jimmy Choo. That's him. That's right there. And I was like, what? And then 2 weeks later, Jeff swept me up and took me to Shanghai Fashion Week. And I've had the best year. I reckon one of the best senior years of high school. I'm just so grateful and so lucky. And it's just amazing. I'm so very lucky.
Did you get your HSC? Did you pass?
Oh, we find out those results in a couple of weeks, actually. So
exciting. It is an exciting time there, because you do have to get your education. So I'm very pleased to hear that you still went through and finished your education, so that's great. Now, we are talking to Bridget O'Shaughnessy, and we've talked about all our fashion weeks and everything that's been happening on around the world with Bridget O'Shaughnessy. So now that we're back home, we've settled in, we're finishing school, we've just released another single, which is called He Doesn't Know. So tell us a little bit about the actual single.
Just before you do, I actually think you could change the name now to She Doesn't Know Who She's Eating With.
That's on the flip side.
Yeah.
Come on, that is a really good song. You're going to have to do something with that now, Bridge.
I like that. I wish I'd thought of that.
You can sneak that one as one of your own. Okay, well, tell us about the new song.
He Doesn't Know, I wrote a couple of years ago actually, and it's been in the process of being written and recorded over the past few years. So I wrote that when I was 13 and I just turned 17 in October this year. So it was quite a few years ago. At the time, I had a bit of a crush in high school. I wrote this song about this boy, but now I look back on it and I think it's actually a really great message. I think that it can be interpreted to anybody now. Like, you just think about because there's a lot of people out there who don't know how much they light up your life. Like, my family is so great and I don't think they know how great they are or how much I love them. So I think it's a great way to just tell someone that they're really, really great and they light up your life.
Well, we think you're pretty great too, Bridget. So we're going to give.
Oh, you're lovely.
Well, we've had the opportunity of knowing Bridget's family and seeing her around the festival circuit for many years, and a great young talent. And I think we've done enough talking now. I reckon we need to play some music, Bridge.
Ooh, that would be fun.
We're going to go out with this single. It's the brand new single for Bridget O'Shannessy. It's called He Doesn't Know. You know all the normal places that you need to get on. It's the Facebook, it's the Instagram, it's social media,
Get
it's
on
the
there
websites.
for Christmas stocking fillers.
And buy some merchandise, buy some music, buy some CDs, do it all, and support a young and up-and-coming artist who I think you're going to see maybe wearing some Jimmy Choo products.
Thank you. And that is Bridget O'Shannessy. Thank you very much for coming on tonight, and we will catch up with you in the new year.
Thank you so very much for having me, Tracy and Big D.
Here's the new single, He Doesn't Know.